All right, we are on. Welcome to AP Art. It is week 7. So I'm going to go to Google Classroom. Ooh, I got to share my screen. My bad. Sharing my screen. Google Classroom, go crazy. This class is called AP Art. Yes, true story. And let me just double check. Yes, I'm recording. Great. All right, guys, welcome. You're supposed to bring your iPads today. Did you listen? This video is just, I just wanted to. This demo is focused on like, how can we use Procreate to create more unity? So my opinion is the most important principle of design. The most important principle of design is unity. Yes, it's true. So today what you're going to do is you're going to fire write about this video and the process of using Procreate to practice, experiment, and revise, right? So what are the different steps and tools like copying and pasting, the lasso tool? Now, unity is achieved in 3 different ways, and I kind of subtly demonstrate it by making this exemplar. Okay, so you obviously have to research, right? Shh, quiet, I'm tucking. But also unity is achieved by having a color palette, right? So when you're selecting additional images, I want to see you today selecting additional images to work into your sustained investigation. You have to look for images that kind of work with your color palette. How do we unify something? By organizing it in clusters and groups with a limited color palette. So grouping, color palette, repeating, right? And all of that together, colors, repeating, groups, layering will help to create unity. So what you're doing today is you're kind of naming what are the strategies to create unity and how you apply unity into your SI13, which should have a better sense of environment. Now here I'm using 1-point perspective to go ahead and create a better sense of environment. So you're going to fire write about this video, first of all, right? And then here we go. Oh, this isn't the deck. I actually have to share the deck. It's a good thing that I caught this. So here we go, Drive. I'm going to put the deck on the screen. That's the YouTube video that you're writing about. Hi, Cecilia. I'm very, very sorry about yesterday. I don't know if she can hear me. I'll talk to you later. I'll give you feedback later. All right, we're still on. So I made this deck this morning. Now this deck contains notes on unity, right? So you're gonna fire write about this video. I have 4 minutes till you're supposed to be here, right? Anyone copy the link? Great, right? And just remember, you should be, deck is really here. You should be researching all along and making those research slides and grabbing imagery that kind of works for your sustained investigation. I'm going to see how today goes. If you struggle, right, I can help you make a research slide today after school. So you're going to fire write about this video, no sentence starters, because this is an AP class. Actually, just kidding. I just didn't have time to make the sentence starters today. It's Drama Tech Week. But what is unity and how do we create unity? In this video, what are the 3 visual elements that Ms. Copera unifies? So what are the 3 screenshots I'm taking? So pause your video, right? Why is it important to research, right? How does my quick Google research, even though it's tedious, lead to cool results? How does this video demonstrate that design is about organization and placement and layout? Thinking about Edgar Payne. Say hi to Miguel Franco.
Hi.
I really want you to describe the lasso tool on Procreate and layers. If you don't understand layering and lassoing on Procreate, please see one of your classmates. How does the choice of background help to create unity with draft 1? Right, so thinking about color palettes. Describe how Ms. Copera uses the capture tool to unify all of the visual elements. Can you name other Procreate features that help to blend, unify all elements? Like, what am I doing with the finger What's up, Eli? How will you use this process and experimentation to revise previous SIs? Share with a partner. I'll come around and grade. Okay, so that's the beginning of class. I want you to make sure if you're stuck, here are the 3 ways to create unity: clustering, repetition, and limited color palette. Okay, go ahead, start the show, Kevin. Warm up. And here is my exemplar for today's practice, experimentation, and revision. Shout out to Melanie Cruz for agreeing to let me use her SI. I asked her to draw me a blue Bible, but then I just ended up taking one from the internet. So I really want you to name, like with your partner, how do I use repetition, limited color palette, and grouping to make this one? Okay, what is unity? One, cohesiveness, right? Our main characters should be interconnected with the environment. So we talked last class about how we need more of an environment with spatial depth. Now, how do we unify the environment with the main character? That is why, guys, you should always be working on the background. Okay, Wendy was working on her Animo Voices. She just wanted to work on one area. I'm like, okay, but put it all together, always work on the background, put those colors everywhere so it's unified. All right, I just wanted to keep this picture in because I just think it's fabulous and a good reminder that we're working on spatial depth and creating characters. Let's go, AJR. For your anticipatory set, return to the exhibit. Can you find strong uses of unity in the 2020-2021 AP Art exhibit? Right? Here is our objective. Okay, Animo Voices and SI 13 are the big to-dos this week. AP Art students will complete a unified SI that has a clear environment, right? Uses space, but is unified. You are gonna enhance past SIs with Procreate or work on current SI to make it more unified. Okay, Animo Voices needs to be done. Guess what? The artist statement template is posted. Okay, I want you to take notes on unity. So I want you to actually name how these are unified. Notice how in this piece, it's very interconnected and woven. You have a limited color palette, earthy tones. Drama, you should be setting up, run the show, start the show immediately. Let's go. You guys are in charge of knowing the order. Okay, you need to continue to adjust your color palette to make things work. Okay, make sure you write down in your notes. I'm going to come and check your unity notes, how we create unity. I want to see a plan and goals, how we're going to use these strategies in SI 13. Just one light down because people be playing. Okay, use the right thing, Here's a great example of a limited color palette. Notice how the range of value is small. Notice how all of the convergence goes to the center of the flower. And it's V-Day. What an appropriate day to look at this Georgia O'Keeffe painting on V-Day. Do you get it? Didn't think so. Tell me if you did. All right. So another look. Here's something to talk to about your partner. How do we create unity? I've been asking some of you guys what unity means in your AP Art, and you're like, wait, what does it mean? So this is like terrifying me a little that you still don't know what unity is. All of your SI pieces should be unified together. Should be a string, a repetition of similar visual elements. And you can use this with revision or Procreate. Another example of how repeating geometric shapes can create unity. Great. This is how clustering, how everything kind of clusters together, comes together in a group, creating convergence that creates unity. Everything comes together. Okay, look at this. Happy V-Day. Did you bring up for me? Stop. All right, here's more examples. Good. Other examples of unity. Obviously, a very monochromatic color palette, right? So explore with limiting your color palette. I should see the first show. You should be starting. Okay, this is an independent class. Kevin, stop playing around. All right, here we go. And then Vincent van Gogh. So to test, I want you to go ahead and explain, how is Starry Night unified? Give me 3 supporting reasons. Okay, and then write your 3 goals, show them to me, and then you have work time, right? So obviously it's a choice. Make sure you're using your principles and your elements. You're working on SI 13. Make sure you do one of these where you actually experiment with Procreate. right? Let's take an old SI, create more Unity, and use this process to make sure if you haven't finished SI 13, SI 13 should really be done. You should be doing your art on the weekends because it's time consuming. Wrap up. How can you revise SI 13 and present it on Thursday so it's solid? Good luck, AP Arts. I'm going to go run this showcase. Bye.